Hi everyone, we're back today with some gentle yoga for beginners. Becky is with us today. It's going to be a nice 30-minute stretch. We'll both be showing some different variations to take these postures deeper or to back away from them a little bit. So please respect your body and find the version of these asanas that are best suited for you today. We're gonna start in a comfortable seat. And if sitting with your legs crossed is uncomfortable, I'd encourage you to bring yourself off of the floor some. So you can see Becky is lifted, she's on a stool, and also we've made some homemade bolsters out of just a couple nice thick rolled up towels. And so we're gonna sit with our eyes closed. Sit tall. Lift your head high. And set your shoulders back. Start bringing awareness into your breath, and we'll seal the lips, breathing in and out through the nose. And start to bring some attention to where you're expending your energy. I want you to just try to relax your face. Relax your jaw and your cheeks. Relax your hands. And come back to your breath. And we'll open the eyes here. Take a deep breath in the nose. Press it out the nose. Do that again. Deep breath in. And out. And one more time, we'll bring hands to heart, hands at prayer. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in, reach both hands high. Exhale, turn out to your right, holding here for a breath. Sitting tall, gaze over your shoulder. Deep breath in, and let it out. Inhale, reach high through center. Exhale to the other side. Bring both hands down again and looking over your shoulder. Holding here another breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Let's reach the hands high. And exhale, bring them to your heart. Deep breath in, reach the hands high. Exhale to that first side again. And we'll move with our breath. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center. And press palms down to sides. Inhale, lift shoulders towards ears. Exhale, press your palms towards the floor. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time, deep breath in. And release. We're gonna come right onto the mat from here with legs extended. So if you're lifted up, remove your props and set them to the side. feet near the top of the mat, legs extended, and just start by sitting tall. We'll place hands outside of the hips. This is staff pose. And work to point the toes back here. We'll start to feel that lengthening through the back of the legs and some engagement through our quadriceps. Let's inhale, take both hands high. Exhale, set them on your knees. Inhale, look forward, lift your chin, and exhale, come out to your stretch. And I want you to stop where you feel that stretch. If you start feeling any strain, back out of it a little bit. And now go ahead and bring your chin down to your chest and just press it firmly against your chest. Stay with your breath. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, start rolling up your spine. Exhale, hands sit back to your sides. Deep breath in, reach hands up. And exhale, come right back to where you left off with your stretch last time. Reaching forward, point your toes back, and let the chin come onto your chest. Deep breath in, and let it out. Inhale, roll up your spine. We'll reach the hands overhead and set them down to sides. So we're coming onto our hands and knees next. Now, if your mat doesn't give you quite as much cushioning as you would like, I'd like you to find something a little softer. I have a cushion here for Becky. If you don't have a cushion, you could always fold over your mat so you have some extra layers under your knees. So with that cushioning under your knees, let's come to table. Hands are under the shoulders and knees are under the hips. We'll take a deep breath in, press the belly down, look forward. Exhale, lift your spine, press your chin to the chest. And do that again. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, lift your spine. And separate your knees a little bit. Keep moving with your own breath through that cat and cow. We'll take a few more rounds. Inhaling to look forward. Exhale, lift the spine, chin to chest. And one more time, inhale, look forward. Exhale, chin to chest. Hold it here this time. And I want you to stay here, spread your fingers wide. So really spread them out. And try to shift some of that weight towards that space right underneath your fingers. So weight away from the wrists. Spread your hands wide. Good. And let's come to a strong table. So we have a neutral spine now. And we're just starting to pull that belly in on purpose. And we'll do a little balance here. I want you to get light on the right hand. And now reach your right hand forward or just take it off of the floor. And set it back down. And we're trying to keep our shoulders right over our hands. Let's take it to the other side. Get light in your left hand and reach it forward. And set it down. So we're rooted firmly into our legs and our arms. Get light on the right knee and start reaching your right leg back behind you, extending flat foot towards that wall behind you. And let's set it down. And get grounded and stable. Start reaching through the left leg, pointing left toes down. And release it back down to the floor. From here, take your knees as wide as the mat. Bring your toes together and let them be untucked. Start taking your hips back towards your heels. And that can be enough, okay? That could be your child's pose right there. If you'd like, you can come onto your elbows. If it feels good, you can cross your arms, bring your head down to your forearm or wrist. And you always have the option to go full child's pose, walking the arms out long, head right down to the floor. Come back to your breath here. Deep breath in and let it out. Inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, start to come forward. So we're going to come off of the floor from here. So we're standing up, and I'll just have you meet me at the top of your mat. So we're at the top of the mat, standing with our feet right underneath the hips, okay? And we're gonna take in a deep breath, reach the hands high, fold forward here, easy fold forward. You can keep some bend in your knees if you'd like to. And here, just let your arms and your head hang, very relaxed. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring hands to shins, lift to lengthen your spine. Exhale, reach down again. Let's bring our hands to opposite elbows. Let your head hang between the arms and come to an easy small sway from side to side for ragdoll. Come back to your breath. And come back to pause at center. Release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift that long spine. Exhale, fold and reach down. Deep breath in. And let it out. Inhale, slowly start peeling up your spine. We'll take hands overhead. Exhale, set them down to your sides. So we're facing the top of our mats, okay? Feet are still about hip distance apart. And we're gonna start with a warrior one. We'll take hands high, and we'll step the right foot back. So that right foot takes a step back, and we'll turn that heel so it's down. The heel is firmly on the floor and the toes are out. About a 45-degree angle. And we're bending into the front knee, and we're keeping that back leg engaged. So if you feel like you're kind of relaxing in that back leg, I want you to turn it on. We're reaching straight up from the shoulders. See if you can sink a little deeper into that front knee. And let's bring hands to the heart. So we're going straight to a warrior two from here. It's a subtle change in our feet. We're gonna get on one line, one plane, and it's a slightly longer step. So I'll take my right foot and I'll step it a little further back. And you wanna make sure you're grounded here. And then we reach through the arms. Again, staying strong in the back leg. Flip the front palm. Peaceful warrior. Your right hand taps your back thigh. Come back to warrior two. One more time, take that peaceful warrior. Come back to warrior two. And we're gonna shorten our step here a little bit. So we're bringing that back leg forward, and then we'll straighten both legs, moving towards our triangle. Both legs are reaching long now, so we'll straighten the front leg. Straighten out. Straighten your knee. Reach forward and tilt to triangle. So we want to extend the front leg so it's long. So triangle is all about long lines and staying open. If you are tight in the hamstrings, you can keep a little bend here, and you could always shorten that step a little bit more. This is a really great place for Becky to be. She's gonna reach, spreading her arms. We're only gonna hold here for another second. Come back to warrior two, so we bend the front knee again. Take peaceful warrior. Back to warrior two. Let's bring the hands to the heart, and we'll shift our feet to warrior one again, and you're real close to it, okay? Humble warrior, we're taking our hands together behind the hips, roll the shoulders back, and we keep that integrity of the warrior one footprint and legs, and then we'll hinge forward. And that can be right here. Hands can stay close to the hips, or if your shoulders are more open, you can start taking hands towards the sky. And I want you to just neutralize your neck here. Release your hands, let them reach towards the floor, and then let them draw you back up to warrior one. Bring hands to the heart, and let's step to the top of the mat. So our feet are right underneath our hips again, and just wiggle them out here. Little back and forth bend side to side. Deep breath in, let's scoop the hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift to that flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, hands overhead, and set them down to sides. So we're moving on to the other side, same series. So we'll step the left foot back this time. Let's find that warrior one, left foot reaching back. And we're strong in both legs, bending into the front knee. We'll reach our hands overhead, hips turned towards the top of the mat, and our shoulders align right over top of the hips. We'll take a few breaths here. And even though we're reaching through the arms, try to relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And bring hands to the heart. And I want you to bring them out. They're gonna kind of take you to that warrior two first. And then I want you to start making those shifts to lengthen your step and to get on that single line. We're in warrior two. And our hips are opening now, okay? We'll reach both arms long. Turn the front palm. Peaceful warrior, that left hand comes down to your back leg. Come back to warrior two. And one more time, take that peaceful warrior to warrior two. So we're preparing for triangle. Shorten up your step a little bit. And now we're straightening both legs. So we straighten the front leg. Reach forward. Bring your hand just below your knee. And then spread the arms wide. And we're staying with those long lines. We're working on length and opening here. So we're drawing the top shoulder back. Good. Reach right up towards me. We're just going to take one last breath here. Start bending into your front knee again. Find warrior two. And now we're shortening a little more, coming back to that warrior one. We'll take hands overhead just to reestablish. And prepare for humble warrior. Hands come together behind the hips. We'll draw the shoulders back and hinge forward. Humble warrior. Hands staying close to the hips or reaching them towards the sky. Relax your neck. And we're bending into the front knee here. Release your hands towards the floor. Let them be your guide, bringing you back into warrior one. Bring hands to the heart and step to the top of the mat. Feet are together now. Feet side by side. Take a deep inhale, hands reach overhead. Bend your knees, sit the hips back, chair pose. So we're bending the knees, keeping them behind the toes. And if this is too much on your shoulders, you can always bring your hands to prayer or take them more forward. We're holding for just one more breath in. And exhale, lengthen and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, reach down. Inhale, peel all the way up to stand. And now release hands back to sides. So we're gonna come back down onto the floor now, and we'll be laying on our bellies. So I actually want you to come down where we left off. That will be on hands and knees. Okay, you're good right there. So we're going hands and knees to start. And I want you to just, toes untucked, sit your hips back. But keep them high. We're not gonna set them down towards the heels this time. And now look towards the top of your mat. Walk the hands forward and let your heart come a little bit lower. So this is kind of like a modified puppy pose. We're keeping the hips high and starting to bring that heart a little lower. I want you to go ahead, bend your knees, set them down to the floor, and then walk your legs back as needed to come all the way down onto your belly. And we'll line up the elbows right underneath the shoulders, toes untucked. Spread your hands wide, and now look forward. Think about bringing your heart forward and drawing the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in and let it out. We're gonna come all the way down. So we'll cross the arms and bring them forward so that you can rest your forehead right on your wrists. And legs are straight here. We're gonna do this one leg at a time. I want you to keep your right leg long and see if you can just lift it an inch or a half inch away from the floor. And now set it back down. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And inhale, let's lift the left leg away from the floor. And set it down. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And let's take the hands away from us. We're gonna just rest them at our sides. And I want you to let your cheek turn onto the mat. So you're gonna rest your face all the way down to the floor. Take a breath here. Now, we're gonna start churning through center. And as we do, we'll lift. So we're coming to center Arms and legs lift. You're almost like an airplane here. Straight arms straight. Legs lift. Neutral neck. And we'll set down, turning the head the other way. Inhale, come to center, lift one more time here. This is locust pose, find that airplane. And let's bring hands forward, rest your forehead down. Staying right here, bend both knees. And now just rock your legs from side to side, kind of like windshield wipers. Come back to center and set the feet down. Walk the hands back so they're outside of your chest on the mat. You're going to carefully start to press up, almost like you're going to go back to that table, but bring your legs through so you're at your seat again. And we're taking our legs forward, and they're long, kind of back where we started. Scooch forward. And let's come to that staff pose again. So we're finding length in our spine here one more time. Drawing the toes back. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, fold forward. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit looser than you felt earlier on. And let's come up. And we'll stack the spine. I want you to bend the knees here and then hold on to the back of your thighs. So I am going to let you just roll down. I do want you to curve your back on the way down. So almost like you're peeling down onto the floor, nice and controlled. Once you're there, reach your hands overhead, long reach. And from here, hug knees into the chest. So you can bend the knees, hands to shins or to the knees. Give them a squeeze. Take a gentle rock, small from side to side. And we'll bring our knees forward a little bit. Take hands behind your thighs. So behind your thighs, not behind your knees. And I want you to point your toes back towards your shins. And try to maintain that. From here, start reaching through the right leg. And it might shake a little bit. Lengthening your hamstring again. And now bend that leg. Let's go to the other side, reaching left leg and rebend. Take a deep breath in, exhale, both legs reach this time. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's bring feet down to the floor, and we'll take, with knees bent, bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees open out in opposite directions. Let's bring one hand to the belly and take your other hand, let it rest on your heart. Come back to your breath. Deep breath in. This time, open the mouth. Exhale. Do that again. Full breath in the nose. Open Open the mouth, sigh out. Draw the knees together. And let's take the legs long here. So walk them out. Take one more full body stretch. Reach long from fingers all the way down through the toes. And we'll come to Savasana here. So we'll bring hands to our sides, letting the palms turn open. And taking the legs along, letting them just rest. We'll take about 2-3 minutes here just to rest and breathe. As thoughts come into your mind, acknowledge them and then let them pass. Start to bring awareness back into your body. Make some small movements with your hands, toes, and feet. And take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Let's reach the arms overhead. We'll bend the knees here, feet on the floor. Carefully roll to one side, resting there for a moment. And from here, I'll have you come back to a seat. And you should be comfortable here. You can kneel. This can also be a comfortable place to rest. We'll lift the head high. Just rest your hands on your lap or your knees. Set the shoulders down and back. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. We'll do that just 2 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale. Fullest breath in. And let it out. Bring hands to the heart. And thank you for sharing your practice with us today. Namaste.